Hello and welcome to the channel. We're gonna make something a little different today. We're gonna be making cider, kind of. This is based off of a recipe I've been making for a while called Apfelwein. I've been making it, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, different variations on it. You need a couple things. I'm only gonna be doing like 2.5 gallons. This is a 3-gallon carboy. You're going to need yeast of some kind. This is a cider yeast. I've never actually used this kind before. You need apple juice that it doesn't have any preservatives in it. And I've got these two kinds here. Well, that kind. And I have one of these because they didn't make that kind in a smaller bottle. That's 2.5. I've also got a little bit of the unfiltered stuff. This does have preservatives in it though, so we're not going to be using very much of that, if any. I might just drink that. And I've got some honey. So let's start by putting in this guy. Well, this looks like it's unfiltered as well, so I may not use that other one at all. Sometimes I put apple juice concentrate in. The original recipe calls for it, but I've only made the original recipe like twice. Oh yeah, unfiltered. Oh, that's good stuff then. I should remember that. Okay, so now that we got that in, we're going to put the honey in. Try not to get that all over the place. You can take measurements and figure out the alcohol percentages and stuff, but I don't really usually bother with that. And you can use stuff like yeast nutrient, and you probably should, but usually for this I don't usually bother with that either. And I'm not really all that concerned about trying to get every last drop out of this bottle of honey. So put the cap back on, set that to the side. I am concerned about all of this loose honey up here at the top. I'm going to go back here a second over the sink for this. There we go. Sorry, just trying to pour some of that down off the edges there. Okay, I'm going to take the stopper, put that on, and then cover the hole, and then we're going to just shake the crap out of this. Try and mix in as much of that honey as we can. I'm going to do up here too. Doesn't have to be super mixed. Okay. We're gonna have to shake it more anyways, so I'm not super concerned about it just yet. Let's put in the rest of our juice. I really should have a funnel. One. Yeah, I'm gonna start this over the sink as well because this jug is really full. All right. Almost there. All right, pretty much perfect. I'm not going to use any of that other cider. What I am going to do is, now that we've got all that in there, we need to shake it up really well here to introduce oxygen into the liquid. So we're just going to shake this. Quite a bit. Just got to make sure you keep your finger over the stopper. And there are other ways to do this. There are machines, like you could push air through it. But this is the old-fashioned way. You know what? That's probably enough. Okay. So, last but certainly not least, we need to add the yeast. And you don't even need to stir this in. Oh, hang on. I'm not following the strictest of sanitation protocols here. I did sanitize this. Usually I would use Star San, but I could not find my bottle of Star San, so I used bleach. You can do that. Make sure you dilute it real well and then rinse it out real well. So much of my beer stuff is just kind of packed away. So here, let me remove the camera. Okay, we're going to put the stopper back on, and this guy is our airlock. There we go. Like I said, you don't have to mix it in. It doesn't hurt. It'll be fine. Dry yeast takes a little longer to get started than the liquid yeast. I could have done a starter, but again, most of my beer stuff is packed away. When you make this, you want to keep it somewhere dark and kind of cool. Probably leave it for about 30 days. It doesn't even need to be that long, honestly. You can go as little as like 2 weeks, basically until this stops bubbling. And then it'll be on to the next step. I'll make a video when we get there, but it's going to be a little while. We're going to do beer eventually, but I got to find time where I mean, I can just make beer myself, but I usually like to make beer with my friend Steve. To find time where our schedules line up where we can actually do that. And then about this is kind of a dark brown now, but that'll clear up and be crystal clear probably till we're done here. Yeah, so that'll do it for this video. If you like the video, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some more stuff.